But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida. 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, Burrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Seven, our score after one. On second down, here's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. Complete to his tight end Sample. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On play action, here's Tua. It's complete to Grant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30.
Get off the field.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35.
Can't be denied, boy.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Carter now on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Wilson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Here we go, set. 19,
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check right. No.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, 43 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, here's Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins got home that time. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.